It is March 18th and I have 10 pounds of potatoes in the ground. This is the former hog pen, and since they decided to escape over a broken fence, well, I'm using it for something, at least until we get more pigs. So all I have left to do, I've already covered one row, so let's cover this row and we'll go check on the carrots and garlic. Bill and Jake have been, Millie, pardon. Bill and Jake have been working on getting this part of our property cleaned up from where we had the trees cleared. Right here, let's see if I can show you, that line, that didn't always used to be there. Something happened, I guess the tracks from where they were dragging the logs up to the equipment, it made a rut right there. And where we have this water when it rains, it created a little creek across our property. So Bill and Jake came out here this weekend and tried their best to dam it up. It's had a lot more water in it. It had a lot more water in it. So they decided to dam it up, and they're looking into just doing something to keep water in it and have just a little pond down here. Isn't it pretty? Okay, one thing my husband is a stickler about is putting his stuff up when you get it out. I couldn't find the hoe, so I had to use the shovel. Man, if I could just train him to do that with my stuff. Let me put this up and we'll go up to the carrots and garlic. Okay, before we end the video, I figured we might as well get supper done. But on these crazy busy days, let me show you what I do. I don't do homemade. I know, shocker, right? Yes, Janet actually does not do things homemade. Today we're going to use a store-bought pizza crust, store-bought pizza sauce, and we're going to make it just like the bag says. Let's pour the mixes into the bowls, one into each. Okay, into each bowl we're going to add 1/2 cup of hot water. I wouldn't do it too hot, about the amount you would use to bathe a baby, because this I'm sure has yeast in it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Get that mix off the bottom. Just mix it until it's all combined. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it says about 30 strokes for each one. 10, 20, 2, 3, 4. If you have to go over a little, no worries. It needs just a hair more water. Let's give it just a touch. Then we're going to form it into a ball. Glad I didn't add any more water than what I did. Okay. It says if it's really sticky, you can add just a little bit of flour. But hey, we're just going to go with it. We're going to get a little bit of oil. You can use vegetable oil. I'm using olive oil. Grease our hands. That way the dough doesn't stick to us. And we're greasing the outside of the dough just like so. And then we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes and let it rise. Let's make this one into a ball and do the same thing with it. This one feels much nicer. I don't know what the difference was. I bought those at the same time, so who knows. Right, super sticky, but I'm not going to use flour, just going to grease my hands, form this into a ball, and let it rise for 5 minutes. Then we'll come back and make the pizza. So easy, no stress. Now our directions say to use a round pizza pan, but I don't have one since we moved. I don't know what happened to, I had 2 of them. But anyway, we just greased this little, I don't even know what size it is, pan, and we'll just make the best we do the best we can with it. So it says to just flatten the dough out onto the pan, and with the dough you can make this as thin or as thick as you like. There's no right or wrong, just as long as you don't go all the way through the dough and spread it too thin. And tonight it's just my son and me, so I'm just going to do these 2 little ones. I like my pizza crust on the thin side, so that's how I'm doing it. All right, and then we're going to punch holes in it. I'm just going to do this one on camera. You do the same thing for both. And you poke lots and lots of holes in it with a fork. I'm using the same fork I used to mix it up. No need to mess up additional dishes. This helps to keep it from puffing up when it's cooking and getting big bubbles in the dough. One thing I almost forgot was my melted butter. I like to do this over my crust. I don't measure, just some garlic into the butter, a little bit of Italian seasoning, mix it all together, and then we're going to brush this onto the crust, concentrating on the edges because the rest will be covered with your pizza sauce. But I love the crust if it's seasoned. I don't like just plain crust. Here we go. All right. Let's get a spoon, and we're going to spread on some pizza sauce. I don't like heavy sauce, but you do what you like. About 2 tablespoons will probably do it. You can go to the edges if you like, or you can leave a border. Whatever looks good and sounds good to you. Okay. Spread on some cheese. Maybe if we can get it open. Hold on, let me get my scissors. I called myself opening this before, so we didn't have to waste time with it. Okay. Then I sprinkle a light layer on. I guess you call that a light layer. Guess it depends on what you prefer. All right. Then I'll put on pepperoni. And then we'll put on another layer of cheese. Okay, there we go. Now, you can use any toppings you like. This is just all I had ready to go, so that's all I'm using. I love just a vegetable pizza to tell you the truth. So it wouldn't bother me to have no meat. I can't say that about everything, but pizza's one of those things. As long as it's got a good crust. All right, there we go. Now it's ready for the oven. We will bake it for 5 minutes on the lowest rack, or until it's done. I forgot I had mushrooms that I canned. Yum, I love mushrooms on a pizza. So let's pop these in the oven for about 5 minutes. Okay, now let's go take a look at the raised beds, and then we'll come back and clean this up super fast. Okay, let's take a peek at the mint. Look how beautiful it's already coming back. Ah, Millie. Yep, that's a Millie. So the mint never did totally die. This is the lemongrass. I didn't quite know what to do with it, but some of it is starting to come back. The oregano never died. We've got a couple of spinaches, some lettuce, got some dill here. The rosemary never died. Let's see, we've got kale back here, cilantro, the pineapple sage came back, then we've got some more lettuces. And here we have our garlic and carrots. The carrots on this side are growing really nicely. The rest of them are being kind of slow, but they are coming in. So there we go. There we have what we have growing so far. I've got to put some more stuff in the garden, the actual garden, but that's going to have to wait. Oh, thank you, Lord, for dishwashers. Only had to wash one bowl. So there's our first pizza. There's our second pizza. Yum. And I don't know if I told you, but this is turkey bacon. So I tried to do the best I could. Oh, doesn't that look delicious, y'all? Oh my goodness. I just thought I would give you a quick update really fast. Thank you guys. You know I love it when you come and visit with me. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys.